Okay, we had a wild one in Soldier Field. Absolute chaos. Let's just start off with this play. So Detroit's down 10. There's a little over 2 minutes left, but they have all 3 timeouts left. So the game's not over. It's going to be tough, though. Chicago has 2 safeties deep right here, and for Detroit, they have a pretty simple concept. This is nothing too fancy, where their receiver closest to the sideline runs a deep route, another receiver runs just a quick out. It can work out, but against this coverage, basically the deep route is probably going to be into a double team since there is a safety who's deep. But watch what happens once this ball is snapped. You notice the safety, he's not really doing a great job on this play. Watch how far he went in. It's very blurry here, I know. I don't have all 22, so I got to deal with what I have. But the safety is actually the one who's furthest away from the Detroit receiver. It's Detroit receiver, Chicago corner, and then safety. So that's obviously bad positioning. There's no one else deep. You got to stay deep and stick with the guy that you're supposed to cover. Because, your teammate is expecting help deep, but you're not there. So that's just bad communication, which you don't see from Chicago too often. Usually they're very good at knowing what each other is doing. Not on this play, and Stafford takes advantage. He makes the throw. Marvin Jones Jr., he makes the grab. Good play by both of them. And they're able to make it a 3-point game, so they have a shot. Notice the formation on the kickoff right here. So this is, again, 2 minutes and 18 seconds left. Detroit, you basically have 4 timeouts because you had the 2-minute warning and then your 3 timeouts. And it's interesting because they could go for the onside kick, but they don't have to. And especially since Chicago is doing this, basically it makes sense to kick it deep, I think. If they weren't covering for an onside kick, then I think you do go for the onside kick. But, for Chicago, they're okay with Detroit kicking it deep here. Because of this, you see that this kick it's a good kick, and it's not out of the end zone, which was smart, because you want to force a return. It's not a long return, and just like that, it's going to be bad field position, which would eventually set up this next play. The key block is going to be the right tackle blocking Romeo Okwara, who, they drafted his brother in this draft, and this is just going to be an incredible play by him. Once this play starts, notice how he gets to the right tackle, and he's going to do a pull move right here, which means that Romeo gets his right hand. He's going to pull the tackle to his left, or to the tackle's left, and then he's going to try and get to the tackle's right. That's how this works. And watch how well it's going to work out. He gets to the edge, reaches a hand out, and knocks the ball loose. Detroit recovers. Detroit has the ball inside the 10. Unbelievable change of events. However, it's still not over. Detroit still needs a touchdown. They could kick a field goal and tie it, but you'd like to get the touchdown to go take the lead, and so then they're going to run this one. This is the blocking concept you see on the screen, and it actually isn't really going to work out too well because it looks like, there's 2 double teams on this play, and it looks like one of the double teams they want to pull off is the center and right guard, one of them blocking Roquan Smith, but that's just going to be a difficult block to pull off because of Smith's positioning and because they have a player in the zero technique or nose tackle, just someone lined up directly with the center. So it's just going to be difficult to get over and block Roquan on this play. Stafford takes a snap. Roquan Smith does move a little bit over before getting in position, but he's relatively in position right now. Maybe it's not exactly ideal for Chicago, but he's in position to make a tackle. However, you're going up against Adrian Peterson. I don't care that he's 74 years old. He can still play. Watch him just truck Roquan Smith. Are you kidding me with that? Adrian Peterson still has the ability to just run over one of the best linebackers in the league. That's just incredible. Peterson is 35 years old. He might play till he's 53. He just keeps on going. Incredible play by him. But again, it's still not over because it's a 4-point game, but there is some time left for Chicago. They would get the ball all the way inside the 25-yard line. At this point, there's 22 seconds left. Chicago has a timeout, and it's a 3rd and 5. So Chicago has a real shot here to win this game, despite the fact that things did not work out too well early on. Well, as in early on in this video. Early on in the game, things worked out really well for Chicago, but nevertheless, it's going to be man coverage that Detroit is in. And so there's a one-on-one matchup with Allen Robinson on the edge. This is a quick curl route. This absolutely can work. Looks like the route's supposed to stop about a yard before the first down, but just the thought process is he makes the grab and then can sort of just fall forward, get the first down, and hopefully get out of bounds. If not, you can at least call your timeout and then, have about 15 seconds left where you have a little bit of room to work with. Trubisky takes the snap, It looks like there might have been a bit of a push-off, although I don't think it was that bad. Kind of a weird play there, but the Detroit defender falls down, and so now for Allen Robinson, he has an opportunity. He could do a couple of things. Running out of bounds is not the end of is not a bad thing. It really isn't. But if you are going to run out of bounds, you have to get the first down. You just do. You can't risk a fourth down situation. It's worth killing the timeout to get the first down, because then you have several more shots, whereas if it's a fourth down and 1, you have to just focus on getting the first down, which will probably result in losing that timeout anyways. Or, of course, worse, you just don't even get the first down and lose the game. His other option would really be to turn up field and just try and run to get as many yards as possible, because again, the defender's on the ground, so you have an opportunity to get inside the 10 here, and that's clearly what he should do, but he wanted to get out of bounds, and I think he probably just didn't realize exactly where on the field he was. He probably thought that he was already at the first down marker, which might explain some things. He turns towards the sideline and steps out before getting the first down there, and that's just, you see his reaction when he realizes he's short. And again, if he just has the ball in his left hand, that's a first down, but it's in his right hand, so it goes out when he's clearly a yard short. So now Chicago has to get that first down. So on 4th and 1, this will be the play that Chicago is running. Just to run to the left, there is a double team here. The double team is with their center and left guard, who, someone goes up and they just try to clear a lane for Montgomery to run through. There's a huge luxury in only having to get 1 yard, because you don't really have to worry too much about the second level. If you just block one guy at the second level, that's all you really need, because a 3-yard run is great in this situation. So Trubisky takes a snap, hands it off to Montgomery, and you see that there appears to be a window where Montgomery can run through and pick up his first down, maybe even more. I mean, this looks like a pretty good hole right here. The problem with a situation like this for Chicago is all it takes is one defensive player to make a great play, and the game is over. And someone is going to make a very strong play on that one. I chose the word strong intentionally because it's going to end up being Kevin Strong Jr. who's going to make this play. Watch how he just reaches out, barely is able to grab Montgomery, doesn't let him get through the hole. They get the stop short there, and just like that, Detroit is able to pull off a miraculous victory. Listen, it wasn't necessarily pretty. This has been a lost season anyways, but it's good to get a win like this. Sort of just showed it. You're not totally incompetent. And Matt Stafford, man, he's had a few of these now where he's just pulled a win out from nowhere. So give him all the credit in the world. That guy is still playing at a high level. Even if this is a down year for him, it's still a great year for most people. So, yeah, that's what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And, of course, as always, thanks for watching.